kNOwBOX Dance presents.
If we take the characteristic of masculinity, we would say strong, powerful, fearless, stoic, all those,
Right.
you see, character that define all those aspects that defines what should be a man, what is masculinity. So those young men were very much aware of that, and they're very open-minded. But at some point, if you dare showing your weaknesses, if you dare showing your emotions, in theory, it sounds okay, but in reality, it's not that okay for a man. Even if deep inside, you're very much aware that it's okay, when you feel it, it's not always.
Mm-hmm.
And so, as dancers, at some point, we could feel that they would be a bit concerned of being compared to gay men. So it means that it's not, that's why we try to explain it. It's not because you don't fit to these stereotypes that obviously you're gay or homosexual. This is two completely different things. But of course, maybe you will be seen as such. And we had to talk a lot with them. We had to talk a lot with them so that they would understand this is not about homosexuality. This is about masculinity.
Right.
And in this particular scene, when there is this young man struggling with himself, and with the help of his friend, well, in the film, actually, we don't really know who this friend is. And there's a lot of tension between those two guys, and some people will interpret this as a strong attraction between the two guys. Well, it is not. It is more, it is not necessarily. If you see it as such, that's fine. But it also could be seen as a kind of a brotherhood, when the big brother is helping the little brother. And that's how we managed to have them accept.
Do you also have any advice for emerging dance film artists?
Yes, I would say first it's a bit obvious, but work. I think work pays off always.
Right.
Well, I think if you have a great idea, just don't be pleased with just the first tryout. You have to work very deep and ask yourself how you can make it even more interesting on all those aspects we talked about. In terms of keep in mind your audience. I think you have to keep in mind your audience so that the audience follows you, so that the audience keep discovering all your work and throughout your film. Not just because very often, I'm saying this because very often after the first 30 seconds, you have the whole film there. And the first 30 seconds, they just go on and on for 8 or 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You see? So after 30 seconds, of course, you've discovered the dancers, the kind of choreography, the location, the settings, the music, and then it goes on and on and on, just like that. That doesn't work very well, even though it's very beautiful, but it doesn't last. So you have to take your audience with you into a journey. into a journey
Right.
and through a film. So you have to keep them excited. You have to keep them wondering what's coming next. You have to keep them wanting to know the end. You have to keep, there must be some kind of storytelling, which can be a bit abstract. Of course, it's not a story with the beginning of an end, but you have to take them somewhere. Saying no to the box is actually doing what you want to do without the restrictions and the pressure we get from the external world. So we are all influenced by trends. We're all influenced by, I don't know, we want to please the world. We want to be seen a certain way. No, I think saying no to the box is asking yourself what actually deeply touches you and how to express this with a film. As a filmmaker, you have to express what you feel deep inside, and you have to get rid of all those stereotype or the way you are perceived from the external world. And so your film is then kind of a statement at your own personal level. It's your statement to the world that this is how I feel and this is what I express. And it's not only about emotion, but it's also about your style. It's about your type of choreography, your type of dancing. If you want to do African dance, just do African dance. It's fine. You don't have to be absolutely contemporary or avant-garde, or you don't have to be absolutely unusual, because now everyone wants to be unusual.
Right.
Very, very contemporary. And everyone is looking for something that's never been done before.
Right.
And that's fine. It can be very interesting. But no, you can make films and you can work just with the emotions you have and what you like. And I think what's important is that people get your point, your audience, they get your point.
Thanks for taking your time to tune into Dance Behind the Screen, a bi-monthly interview series where we go behind the screen to question process, product, and social media. Be sure to follow us on social media at kNOwBOX Dance. See you next time, and don't forget to say no to the box.